Is it in there?
Yup.
What are you gonna do with it?
I figured I'd put it on my living room shelf, you know, as a nice reminder of our trip to hell.
Seriously?
No. I'm gonna use it to call the Undertaker out. I'm guessing he really wants this thing back.
Why would you do that? You already beat him.
But no one else knows that. If I want to earn the respect, pun intended, of the locker room and WWE universe, then I need to beat him again in front of an audience of actual living human beings.
Now that I've had a week to come down off the Shango dust, I'm a little less sure about all this. So just be careful, okay?
I will. And who knows, if I can lure him into a match, maybe it'll be so big my real parents will finally show up. Crazier things have happened this past week.
Yeah. Maybe.
Trey is in the ring with what appears to be the Undertaker's urn.
I have no idea what's happening, but this should be good.
You're probably wondering how I acquired this. But I'm gonna save those details for some other time, mainly because you probably wouldn't believe me. But long story short, I went through hell to get it. Literally. So Undertaker, if you want a shot at taking this back, you'll have to face me at Survivor Series in a... Now come out here and accept my challenge. Come on, answer me. What's wrong? You too embarrassed to show your face after what I did to you in the plains of purgatory in front of your hordes of undead? I told you it was a crazy story.
The Undertaker is here!
This is unbelievable. We haven't seen the dead man in years.
At Survivor Series, you will not survive. But you will. Rest in peace.
Trey's name is on that tombstone.
Trey looks like he might be regretting his decision to summon the Undertaker from the dark side.
Nonetheless, I can't wait for Survivor Series.
Me neither. It might be the last time we ever have to see Trey.
Welcome to Survivor Series, where later tonight we have an epic Hell in a Cell match between Trey and the returning Undertaker.
And if facing the Phenom wasn't intimidating enough, he's dead set on regaining possession of his urn that Trey somehow acquired.
Well, Trey has a list that helps guide his career. Undertaker has a list, too, of superstars he's massacred in Hell in a Cell over the years. Tonight, Trey will be the latest name added to that list.
You have to wonder, what does Trey have to gain in a match like this?
While the risk is certainly high, so is the potential upside. I know it's unlikely, but if Trey could defeat The Undertaker, that would go a long way in solidifying his status as one of the top WWE superstars in recent memory.
I think there's a better chance Saxton wins Commentator of the Year.
Wait, you really think I have a shot this year?
No, I sure don't.
Oh, what impact!
Really just laying it in.
Turning the momentum to his favor.
Great effort. Let's hope he can keep the train rolling.
Down in a hurry.
Thank you once again for joining us at November's longest running sports entertainment event. This is Survivor Series. Pendulum backbreaker.
Tick-tock.
Into the hammerlock. Oh boy, Undertaker looking mortal here.
Look, this is Hell in a Cell. The hurting has only just begun for him.
Harsh.
Oh, look out. On the mark.
Phenom, The Undertaker, was invincible for 21 WrestleManias, 21 victories. It's a streak that will never be duplicated by any WWE superstar ever again. For over 2 decades, The Undertaker was perfect in sports entertainment's grandest stage. The Undertaker is a force within the ring. There's a reason why the WWE continually comes back to Los Angeles. When you listen to this crowd, they're absolutely electric.
From behind.
Oh, good night.
Sorry. All-the-way slam! Oh, that hurt.
Impressive counter.
Kick right to the midsection. Oh, again!
And Undertaker showing such creativity.
This match grinded him down a little.
No need to panic. He's still swinging.
And look, it hung up on the second rope.
Oh, look at this aggression.
He weaves out of the way.
Launched with a belly-to-belly.
Reflecting on The Undertaker's streak, even though the Dead Man's WrestleMania record has a couple blemishes on it now, any match against The Undertaker on the grandest stage holds a significant place on the show.
Undertaker's turned any match against.
This might be it. 1, 2. He hasn't done nearly enough to get the pin yet.
It'll take a lot more than that to keep him down.
He has him right where he wants him.
And it's The Undertaker, able to break free.
That is a great reversal. Nice amateur takedown.
Keep your eyes on this one.
From the top. Elbow drop.
Around the world on the WWE Network, WWE fans are glued to their sets watching this match.
He might have been waiting on that one.
Oh, what a punch. What's he going to do with it?
DDT.
Not the arm.
Oh, that might have just broken something.
He's on his heels a bit now.
He knew walking in that Hell in a Cell was punishing on the body. Undertaker visualizing the end. Here it comes.
And breaks the hold.
Oh, man, low clothesline.
Ooh, twist to the arm.
Nice neck breaker.
He may get the 3 count right here.
I think so.
And he got a near fall out of it.
It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in the tank.
Nothing fancy here. Backbreaker. Backbreaker. He's taken to the outside. The Undertaker is not someone to sleep on. What's going to happen now? He's bringing it back inside the ring now.
Another big move.
Crashing down the hard way.
That should do it right there. 1, 2, 3. He somehow did it. Trey has defied all odds to defeat The Undertaker.
This definitely quiets any doubts that people might have had about Trey's legitimacy.
I'll admit it. I had those doubts, but what Trey did tonight was truly impressive. Maybe this guy's the real deal after all.
And that's how we opened a portal to the Netherworld and summoned The Undertaker to the Earth Realm so I could defeat him and cement my Hall of Fame legacy. We're fine, thanks.
I told you they wouldn't believe it.
You know what? None of that crazy stuff ever happened. I mean, sure, I beat The Undertaker. You all witnessed that. But could you imagine all that other wacky stuff? Portals and marsh ladies and Papa Shango?
Yeah, gotcha. Joke's on you.
Anyway, let's get back to things that actually happened.
Like when I was the longest reigning women's champion of the modern era, holding the SmackDown Live Women's Championship for over 2.5 years.
Our record-breaking SmackDown Live Women's Champion is ready to address the WWE Universe.
Since I defeated Mickie James over 2.5 years ago, I've had the privilege of defending this championship against the very best female competitors in WWE. But when you're the longest reigning women's champion in the modern era, it's only natural you start to look for new ways to challenge yourself. And considering it's a little Wild West around here right now with no GM, I figured this was my chance to do that. So I thought about doing an open challenge. But that's a little played out. I could force myself to win with the 4 or 5 count, maybe. Or I could do something really unprecedented and defend my title against male superstars. So what do you think?
It's Becky Lynch and her Savages.
Nothing good ever happens when they come around.
Well, that's your opinion, Saxton. Personally, I think they're one of the best things going today on SmackDown Live.
Well, whether you like them or not, you can't deny the influence they have over WWE.
I'm not arguing with that. Ever since Becky Lynch took control of this faction, she's pretty much been able to do whatever she wants, except for taking that SmackDown Live Women's Championship away from Red.
I have a feeling that could change real soon.
So you want to give yourself new challenges like 5 counts or facing men? Well, I have a better idea. How about you forget all that and face the man?
It's funny you still throw around that title after all these years. I mean, I'm the one who's held an actual title longer than anyone since the 1970s. So, I'm pretty sure that makes me the man.
I am the man because I'm the leader of the most powerful force this sport has ever seen. And that's when there's someone in charge. So just think of what we're capable of when no one's steering the ship. So unless you want to find out what happens when we have free reign, I suggest you give me my title match tonight.
If you didn't hear me the first time, I'm looking for new challenges. Not rematches against played-out losers I've already beat. And you and your crew trying to intimidate me isn't going to change that. Besides, everyone knows you're just all bitch and no bite.
Oh, well, if you're not going to give me a title match, then I'll just have to beat one out of you. Boys, little help? I'm gonna show Red here my bite.
Red is severely outnumbered here.
So far, Red's holding her own.
Not anymore. Becky Lynch is showing Red that she's not just all talk.
Here comes Trey to help his best friend.
I admire his courage, but Trey has no chance against these guys. It's 4-on-1.
I told you, Becky and her Savages are one of the best parts of SmackDown Live.
It's clear that unless she can somehow even up the sides, Red faces an uphill battle to hold on to her SmackDown Live Women's Championship.
I think you're looking at the man who's going to end Red's record-breaking title reign.
We gotta get even with Becky and her Savages.
How are we gonna do that? We're at a 5-on-2 disadvantage.
We saw what happened out there, and we want to help.
Great. Where were you 15 minutes ago?
We all had severe simultaneous leg cramp syndrome, or SSLCS.
It's a real, proven medical condition that can occur when superstars team as long as we have and their body's ailments become synchronized.
I don't think they're buying it.
Look, the truth is that we didn't want to get involved in your business, and we know sometimes certain people can be a bit stubborn about wanting to do things on their own.
He's talking about you.
Nah, it could be anyone.
It's fine. I know I'm stubborn, but I'm not stupid. I can recognize when we need help, so we'll take it. Thank you.
So do we do like a secret New Day handshake now or something?
How about you two rest up, and next week we'll see what we can do about Becky and her crew.
Sounds good.
Oh, leg cramp acting up again. You guys feeling it too?
You can stop that now.
Not long after my issues with Becky Lynch heated up, SmackDown Live filled its open GM position. We were excited to see who it was. Well, until we saw who it was.
Brooklyn Von Braun is the new GM of SmackDown Live.
Apparently she's traded MMA and Hollywood for WWE. This is crazy.
This isn't crazy. It's genius.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be the new general manager of SmackDown Live.
Did you just come out here, interrupt us, and say SmackDown Live?
She definitely said that, and I have 20/20 hearing.
You're off to a good start as GM. Please, continue.
Knowing that I was up for this gig, I watched the show last week for the first time, and I have to say, I didn't like what I saw from you, Red. Instead of accepting Becky Lynch's challenge, you resorted to cheap insults, which led to Becky having no choice but to defend herself. So, Red, you said last week you wanted new challenges? Well, I have one for you. You're going to defend your women's championship in the first ever best out of 5 team match. It will be a one-night series of singles matches between Red, Trey, and your buddies The New Day, taking on Becky Lynch and her Savages. If Red's team wins the series, she retains her title. If Becky's team wins, she is the new SmackDown Live Women's Champion.
She just said it again.
The name of your show is SmackDown Live. Say it with me. SmackDown.
Town makes more sense, but whatever.
Guys, we're losing track of the fact she just put us in a best out of 5 series for Red's title, which seems super unfair. I mean, who would do such a thing?
Who? Hey, I know we formed an alliance, but that's kind of our thing, okay?
With all due respect, you're really stacking the deck against Red, so I have an idea that would help even things up a bit. You give our team home field advantage.
That's right. If Red's putting her title on the line under these circumstances, then the series should take place on our turf.
What kind of turf are we talking? Synthetic or natural? Because I prefer a natural tall fescue.
I meant more of a New Day home arena vibe, but we could look into the fescue.
I like what you're thinking, except Becky's team should have an equal opportunity to secure home field advantage. So later tonight, it will be Red and a team member of her choosing versus Becky and a partner of her choice. The winner of that match will earn home field advantage for their team in the best out of 5 series.
Who's it going to be, Red?
Yeah.
That was a test, and you passed. Good job.
There's really not a bad choice, unlike the choice of Brooklyn as GM.
Ooh, she just laid the smackdown on her.
So I'm going to team with...
Great decision. Ooh, I can smell the sweet aroma of tall fescue headed our way.
Home field advantage is on the line later tonight on SmackDown Live.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And Rachel Ray.
Listen to this crowd, guys. They're fired up for this one.
As well as they should be. This match has instant classic written all over it.
And from Kansas City, Wayne.
Here comes the man! Look at the look on the face of the Irish last kicker.
And from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
SmackDown Live's new GM is putting Red in a situation like we've never seen before. She and her partner must win this match to earn home field advantage for a best-of-5 series between Red's team and Becky Lynch's Savages, with the SmackDown Live Women's Championship on the line.
I am still shocked that Brooklyn Von Braun is the new GM, so I can't imagine how Red and Trey must feel. They've been rivals with Brooklyn since they were teenagers.
Brooklyn Von Braun is an accomplished professional. I'd be very surprised if she let an age-old high school grudge get in the way of her job as general manager.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be surprised at all. A running swanton. She's looking relentless now.
She's a lady that can crank it up at the drop of a hat. Absolutely spiked.
DDT.
A striking blow. Looking stunned here, guys.
Very unique vibe for this mixed tag team match, that's for sure. It's not your traditional tag team encounter. Back now inside the ring.
Becky Lynch is credited as one of the superstars who ushered in the women's revolution. No match in WWE history showed where that movement was going, like the women's triple threat match at WrestleMania 32. Becky Lynch clashed with the Boss, Sasha Banks, and Charlotte for the women's championship.
What should Becky Lynch try to do differently at this stage to stay in this thing? Incoming. These acrobatics are absolutely astounding.
Oh, nasty impact. Oh, now it's Becky Lynch making her pay.
Very curious move to go for a pinfall at this point.
Still seems a little early. Elusive movement there. Can she end it here?
A kick out. This one's not over yet.
She got her shoulder up, and we continue.
Becky Lynch just too fast for her.
Comes in off the tag. Single arm back body drop. That takes power.
Balor with the kick. Balor on the move.
On the basement drop kick.
Becky Lynch.
And scissors takedown. That should do it right there. For some reason, she lets it go.
She might have something else planned here.
A running swanton. Nice flip. Wow, running senton. Will this be it? A kick out, and you can see the frustration starting to build.
Man, oh man. Becky Lynch just too fast for her. Nice explosive suplex.
She goes for the cover. Not sure what made her think now was a good time for a pin attempt.
Becky Lynch. Disarm her. It's got to be over.
Locked in. This will break your...
She somehow breaks free.
But you have to wonder how much damage was done.
Oh, the reversal by Becky Lynch. Whoa, it's another reversal.
Big punch finds its mark.
And she's getting fired up here.
She's definitely energized, but she better make sure she saves something for later.
Back in from the floor.
Becky Lynch just too fast for her.
Drop kick from behind. Here's the cover. Real close, too close for cover.
Yeah, Becky Lynch's heart continues to beat loud and strong, staying alive in style here.
Oh, again the cover for the win.
This is it. Guess not.
She's on the reversal by Becky Lynch. She steers clear there. And scissors takedown.
Very nice.
Textbook vertical suplex. That could be it.
Near fall after near fall in this matchup here.
The size of this...
Back to the torso here.
Eliminate the core. This is a great move.
Boom, what impact.
Shot block.
He's going for the cover.
That ends this mixed tag match.
Here are your winners.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a very big win here tonight.
I can't say that I'm all that surprised about the outcome. When it's your night, it's your night.
Guys, I have to say, that was an amazing match.
All residents of New Day City, don't you dare be sour. Clap for your best of 5 series host and feel the power.
Welcome to a very special New Day themed event where Red's SmackDown Live Women's Championship is on the line in a best of 5 series.
This looks like an arena that was designed by a 4-year-old who's been eating too much paste. Stay classy, New Day.
It's different, but I kind of like it.
I have no doubt that you do.
Welcome everyone to the best of 5 series for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship,
where our team, as you might have noticed, has home field advantage.
Do you like what we've done with the place?
Ooh, look at the tall fescue ramp. It's amazing.
This is the best looking setup for a show since they used to bring Mr. McMahon's home to the In Your House events.
Wait, what did you just say?
Yeah, you know how they used Mr. McMahon's home as the old In Your House entrance? My uncle knew a security guard, who knew a janitor, who knew a concession stand worker, who worked at one of the arenas, and he told him that it was Vince's actual house.
We need to have a talk later.
Guys, we could continue to dilly-dally, or we could get things started with the first match.
I'm normally a strong proponent of dillying and dallying, but I think we should get to some action.
In that case, let's kick things off with our first contest of the evening. You're up, Kofi.
We're going to get the best of 5 series started with Kofi Kingston taking on the bruiserweight Pete Dunne.
I doubt Pete Dunne or any of Becky Lynch's savages have ever competed in an arena like this before.
Yeah, only in their worst nightmares. This place looks like New Day's storage unit threw up. And if I have to stare at these bright colors all night long, I might too.
This match is huge in the sense that whoever wins will give their team an important 1-0 advantage in the best of 5 series.
Yeah, these series are all about establishing momentum. You want to put pressure on the other team and make them feel like their backs are up against the wall.
You both might be putting a little too much significance into this. It's just the first match. If a team takes a 2-0 lead, then we'll talk.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly.
An unbelievable sequence from Kofi.
Wow, he's doing serious work out there.
Treading all over their opponent.
Hooked him.
He's absorbed some damage already.
He planned for this and could still rally.
Elbow drop.
So mean, so nasty. That describes the bruiserweight Pete Dunne to a T.
And he's so young that it's... Look at this! Oh, elbow drop! Oh, it's a piercing elbow.
A striking blow. He's in big trouble.
It's Pete Dunne answering back.
Yet another counter.
It's like they're both somehow one step ahead of each other.
Boom, nice.
Elbow drop. Oh, debilitating elbow drop.
He's one step ahead there.
Great technical know-how on display.
When you look at this,
it looks like they both did their homework heading into this one.
It won't take long for the aggression to escalate quickly in this one. With the damage sustained by Dunn, he could be on his way out.
I'm not sure how he's even standing.
The Bruiserweight is going to have a tough time punching his way back into this. Here it comes.
Uh-oh. Move drop.
I love that move.
Here he goes for the win. Kick out at 2. Whoa, that may have been a slow count.
He's still in this.
Kofi Kingston is in position.
Trouble in paradise
For the victory here.
He's got the ropes, and the pin is broken.
He goes for the cover. And he got a near fall out of it.
Wow, that's pure power, guys.
Kofi Kingston sees the chance to go aerial. From the top, elbow drop.
Somehow,
The Bruiserweight refuses to give up.
just a barrage from Kofi Kingston.
Man, I'm getting tired just watching it.
Elbow drop.
Oh, man.
It's Pete Dunne answering back. Not again.
One of these competitors is eventually going to have to gain the upper hand. Oh, God.
Pete Dunne loves to dissect his opponent, just like he's doing here.
Taking his time.
There's the pin.
Kofi Kingston with an epic victory.
Here is your winner, Kofi Kingston.
Put it in the books, and there was no question about that one.
Kofi wins. Kofi wins because New Day rocks. New Day rocks.
Sit down, Saxton.
Guys, it sounds like we can all agree that was an extremely impressive win.
I'll do my best to help defend the SmackDown Live Women's Championship against Sheamus, which is...
It's a strange situation that Brooklyn put us in, but I appreciate the help. At least we're already up 1-0, so we have the advantage.
That's right. Undefeated in our house. Whose house?
Our house?
Come on. Whose house?
Our house!
Whose house?
Our house!
There. Much better.
You couldn't just leave Trey and I alone and let us have our success in WWE, could you?
Do you really want to do this now? Because if I were you, I'd be doing everything in my power to try to hold on to my championship.
That's kind of out of my hands at this point, thanks.
You see ridiculous, but I see innovative. I've broken the mold with everything I've done in my life.
series gets underway, I don't want to lose perspective on just how unique this situation is. We have Big E and Sheamus essentially competing over the SmackDown Live Women's Championship.
This is groundbreaking content from our new general manager, Brooklyn Von Braun. And honestly, I'm all for anything that breaks the mold.
I think I'm going to have to wait and see how the series plays out before I weigh in, but my initial reaction is this isn't exactly fair for the champion, Red.
It's not about being fair, Byron. It's about entertaining the WWE Universe, and that's exactly what this accomplishes.
Elbow drop.
Guys, Big E's brand of brute strength is on another level. The muscle of the New Day is also always ready to show us his power, and with a little swivel action on the side. I wanted Mr. Bootywork to penetrate my ears.
Yeah, well, it's not how you start, but how you finish.
Big E goes for the big ending.
Sheamus counters. Brogue kick. This could be it. Sheamus gets the win, and more importantly, the series is now tied up in a win each.
Going down 2-0 would have been a disaster for Becky Lynch and her Savages, but now it's a whole new series.
You didn't hear this from me, but Red's getting a little nervous now that the series is tied up.
No, she doesn't need to worry, because after my match against Finn, we'll be one win away from taking the series.
That's good. Hey, this might be a little late, but I had an idea for our team name. The New Trey. New Trey Rocks. New Trey.
I think I heard my music.
Oh, WWE Universe!
With the series now tied up in one victory each, this match is pivotal in giving one team a 2-1 lead and putting them a win away from taking both the series and the SmackDown Live Women's Championship.
I think this is where we start to see the experience and cohesiveness of Becky Lynch's Savages take over. Even though these are singles matches, Red and Trey barely know the New Day. And if things start to go south, they could all fall apart.
I have to agree with Corey. We know Red and Trey are tight, and certainly the New Day have been teaming for a very long time, but I question the kind of bond the five of them have been able to create in just a few weeks.
That'll hinder your modeling career.
I'd say Xavier Woods just turned the tempo up.
No question he's found a burst. Things not looking great for Finn Balor.
Finn Balor lands hard.
Finn might be hurt.
Yeah, it looks like he might have tweaked his knee.
Wait a minute. What's Pete Dunne doing out here?
Well, maybe he wants to check on his teammate.
That's why he's here.
And Finn Balor suddenly recovers. He's going to the top. Coup de grace. It's all over. Was Finn Balor ever really hurt, or was this just a setup by Becky Lynch and her Savages?
This is unbelievable. The entire series just turned on that interference.
Hey, what was I saying earlier about team cohesiveness? That's exactly how it pays off. And now Becky Lynch has the opportunity to beat Red and win it all.
You should have been in a position to win the series against Becky Lynch. I'm sorry I let you down.
You didn't. All that matters is we're still alive. Now I just need to beat Becky to even up the series, and then it's up to Trey to close it out.
You got this. Then after that, well, you got this.
You've got a lot of nerve showing up in our locker room.
I'll go wherever the hell I want, especially since
I guarantee I'm gonna beat you and tie the series up.
Okay, then what? Because even if you somehow manage that, then your friend Trey's going against my friend Drew in the final match. And we all know my friend's just a little bit tougher than you.
If you're so confident, how about we get things started right now?
Nah, I need to go warm.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
The man is in the building. We spoke earlier about a team's back being up against the wall, and that's certainly the case for Red as she faces Becky Lynch down 2-1 with the Series Inter Championship on the line.
That's what I was saying about this series being unfair for Red. She can defeat Becky Lynch, but still lose her title if Trey were to go down in the final match.
Or Becky Lynch can beat Red right now, making this whole discussion pointless. I suggest we see what happens before anyone starts a protest.
Oh, man. A running swanton. She seems to have gained the advantage here.
Yeah, she's able to tap into an energy source few others can.
Becky Lynch may be slowing some here. She can withstand the punishment, though. Oh, again! Knee drop.
That was nasty. So precise. Oh, solid contact there.
Uh-oh. Belly to back suplex. A running swanton. Kick right to the midsection. Boom. Boom. A leg drop. A running senton.
Crushing impact.
Look out.
Here we go. Oh, can you believe that?
Oh, now it's Becky Lynch making her pay.
And now that one's countered.
That was impressive, Michael.
Head scissors takedown.
Very nice.
A running swanton. Stomping. Ouch.
Head over heels.
Yeah, incredible flip. Oh, the reversal by Becky Lynch. Look at this. An impressive series of moves.
Looks like nobody's budging, Cole.
German suplex. Elbow drop.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
Becky Lynch setting up the...
Great match here, but if you missed any of the action from this week, just go to WWE's Facebook page, YouTube channel, Twitter, and more to get all...
It could be nap time.
And she breaks free.
I don't know how she did it, but that was impressive.
Kick right on point. Things have gotten worse for Becky Lynch.
She's tough, but maybe not tough enough to get the win here.
Athletic ability on display here. A running swanton. She's bringing the pressure on now.
Not sure how long she can keep it up, but she is fired up right now.
Oh, the reversal by Becky Lynch. Amazing reflexes on display.
Nice takedown by Becky, looking for the armbar.
Becky Lynch just too fast for her. Behind.
Right on point. Oh, straight forearm. She scores big with the counter. Wow, what a sequence. What a forearm. Oh, no, this isn't going to end well. Oh, my God. Surfboard leg breaker. Uh-oh. What a takedown. Fujiwara armbar. Oh, working on the arm.
Becky Lynch set up for the...
She's got the shoulders down. Oh, how resilient was that? Wow, I am impressed. Ooh, what impact. Look at this.
1, 2, 3.
You can put this one in the bank.
Here is your winner, Rachel Ray.
And there's your winner, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, she was the better woman of the two tonight. It's that simple.
What a matchup that was. Truly.
I'm not trying to make you nervous or anything, but it's all come down to this. Match 5 against Drew McIntyre for the championship I've held for a record-setting 2.5 years.
Well, when you put it that way, there's definitely no pressure.
Sorry, it's just hard not having control over what happens, but I know you can do this. Just treat it like any other regular match.
Sure. I mean, that might be a little difficult with the giant stack of pancakes and grass-covered ramp, but I'll try my best.
That's all I can ask.
I wanted to let you know the guys and I got together and decided that if you pull off the series win, we'll consider calling our...
Really? That's...
Sure, I mean, we probably won't team up that often or ever again after this, but still.
Oh, well...
Go get 'em, champ!
Are you happy? There's a chance I could lose my title without ever being pinned.
If it makes you feel any better, Becky Lynch promised me that no one from her side will get involved in the final match.
Oh, she promised you.
Where do they keep the popcorn around here? I don't normally put trash food in my body, but I think watching your...
The following contest is...
This is it, with the teams tied at 2 wins each. It all comes down to match 5 for the series in Red's SmackDown Live Women's Championship.
Trey's been in a lot of big matches throughout his career, but the professional and personal ramifications of this might be bigger than any other. Red may not talk to him for weeks if he's the reason her record-setting championship reign comes to an end.
This might be putting undue responsibility on Trey since 2 of his teammates lost matches earlier tonight. However, I will agree he's facing immense pressure being in this winner-takes-all position. And I know I certainly wouldn't want to be in right now.
Drew McIntyre faltering some.
It's nothing he hasn't been through before. Elbow drop! He's definitely being the aggressor here.
Powerful man with great energy.
Elbow finds its mark. Just a nasty headbutt.
I don't think I've seen a superstar more driven to succeed than Drew McIntyre. When he was released in 2014, McIntyre said he'd be back, and that's exactly what happened.
Oh, McIntyre really took a negative and turned it into a positive. Instead of feeling sorry for himself and blaming everybody else, he traveled the globe and made himself an even bigger star.
Oh, again! Boom, what impact!
Harsh impact. Oh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick. Trey and Drew trading blows.
What a headbutt by Drew McIntyre.
And the ref goes down.
We've seen just about everything tonight.
Wait a second. Is that who I think it is?
It's Samoa Joe.
We haven't seen Samoa Joe in 6 or 7 years since he was fired from WWE after a shocking loss to Trey for the Universal title.
Well, apparently he hasn't gotten over that.
What the heck is that?
It looks like some kind of enhanced arm.
Like Samoa Joe wasn't deadly enough already. Unbelievable.
This is shocking. I cannot believe Samoa Joe is back.
I know, after all this time, I never thought we'd see him again.
And he just broke Trey in half. And now Drew McIntyre covers Trey. It's all over. Becky Lynch and her team has won the best of 5 series, and Becky is your new SmackDown Live Women's Champion.
It looks like Trey's gonna throw up.
I don't blame him. Not only did he lose the series and Red's championship, but the nightmare that is Samoa Joe has returned to terrorize him.
I'm back, and I'm coming for you.
I'm honestly stunned at what we've just witnessed.
And so is Trey. This is going to send shockwaves throughout WWE.
If only security had done their jobs that night, Samoa Joe never would have made it past the arena's metal detector. Sorry, just trying to keep it positive.
Which is hard to do because our story wouldn't be complete without talking about one giant negative. I'm referring, of course, to the arrival of the American hero, Brooklyn Von Braun, in WWE.
Because of Brooklyn, our lives and careers would never be the same. Although if you think about it, they were pretty much the same as they'd always been, because no matter where we went or what we accomplished, we could never escape Brooklyn's loud, obnoxious shadow.
We gave Brooklyn a lot of chances to prove she had changed. Well, mostly Trey did. But ultimately, she only proved one thing. She was the exact same bully she was way back when we were in high school.
And she wasn't just a jerk to us. She disrespected anyone she dealt with, including WWE legends.
Is that all you got? It feels like you're taking a teacup poodle for a walk on my back.
Excuse me, Miss Von Braun. Can we talk?
Can't you see I'm conducting important GM business? Come on, I really need you to get in there. Work it.
It will only take a minute.
What? I don't want my car washed or candy from your stupid kids fundraiser or whatever crap you're selling.
Actually, I'm the original American hero, Kurt Angle. You know, the Hall of Famer you borrowed your nickname from without asking.
Come back in 5 with stronger hands. So what do you want? An autograph from the real American hero? A picture? Tell me what I need to do to make you go away.
I need you to drop the lawsuit against me. If you don't, it will bankrupt my family.
No chance. I'm the way more famous American hero, and I will not allow you to continue profiting off my celebrity.
I won a gold medal for my country with a broken freaking neck. What have you ever done that makes you an American hero?
Filed a trademark? Security!
Wait, maybe we can settle this without lawyers. If there's anything that could change your mind, I'd do it.
Anything? It just so happens we have a superstar who was gone for a very long time and needs to knock off some ring rust. So I'll drop the lawsuit if you can beat Samoa Joe.
But Joe's a monster. He's got that bionic arm that could tear me apart, and I haven't competed in years.
Samoa Joe hasn't competed in years either, so it should be a competitive match. Good luck.
Gold medalist. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 237 pounds, Kurt Angle.
This is a match I never expected to see tonight. Kurt Angle has been retired for years.
Brooklyn Von Braun's legal case against Angle has clearly caused him distress, so much that he's willing to risk his well-being to get Brooklyn to drop the lawsuit altogether.
Look, Kurt Angle should have just stopped using the American hero nickname when he had the chance, and none of this would be happening. Instead, he let his pride get in the way of rational thinking. Now he's in for a world of physical and financial suffering.
Nice amateur takedown.
Guys, I noticed the demeanor on Samoa Joe's face never changes. That look of disgust, that look look of focus, that cold, calculating body language Samoa Joe holds on to maintain his dominance. It's something that has turned Joe's stare into something to fear.
Samoa Joe looking a little startled right now.
Yeah, but he's not breathing heavy yet.
Kurt Angle showing why he's a wrestling machine, Olympic gold medalist.
He's a guy that can find that extra gear when he wants to.
Enough already.
Angle slam attempt.
Joe counters. It's all over.
It's Trey.
He has no business being out here.
Kurt Angle from behind.
He got him. Kurt Angle has defeated Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe is livid.
I imagine Brooklyn Von Braun isn't going to be too pleased either.
Too bad. All that matters is Kurt Angle has gotten a win, and now he can officially be known again as the American Hero.
Since you like getting involved in my business so much, maybe you should pay all the legal bills for the lawsuit I have to drop now.
Yeah? Well, you messed with us in the Best of 5 series, and that cost Red her title. So I'd say we're even now.
Is that what you think happened? I signed Samoa Joe because he was unfairly let go from WWE, not to mention he's a great addition to the roster. But I had nothing to do with him costing you the series. I don't control him. No one can, which is something you should be very worried about.
So if you're not out to get us, then prove it. Give me a rematch for my championship that I lost without ever being pinned.
Let me think about that. No.
That's what I thought.
But what I will do is give the audience something new and fresh. Trey, you're going to face Adam Cole next week for his WWE Championship in a no disqualification match. See? Maybe I'm not so bad after all. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go find someone else I can sue to recoup my losses.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Looks like things just got a little more undisputed.
Introducing the challenger from Kansas City, weighing in at...
This is a huge opportunity tonight for Trey as he goes one-on-one with Adam Cole for the WWE Championship in a no disqualification match.
Honestly, I'm surprised Brooklyn put Trey in this position, especially after he got involved in the Kurt Angle Samoa Joe match last week.
Everyone thinks they know Brooklyn and her intentions, but she said it herself. She's made an entire career out of defying expectations. It's what led her to success in mixed martial arts, and I predict it will also benefit her greatly in WWE.
And again, yet another counter.
Back suplex.
back into the ring. Oh, shows no mercy.
And that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
Oh, and that's the second time.
You don't want to get hit with that once, let alone twice.
Oh, again! He's dictating the pace of this match now, guys. No tell. Cover by the champ. Very curious move to go for a pinfall at this point.
That's all right, Cole.
Reversal. What a counter. Jumping clothesline. What agility. Elbow drop. Elbow drop.
Piercing. Oh, target acquired and destroyed. Oh, nasty impact.
Some hard offense landing on the champ.
Yeah, he's looking off his game now.
Trey has Adam Cole in trouble.
Hold on, what is Samoa Joe doing out here?
Whoa, what the heck?
That makes no sense whatsoever.
What are you doing?
Cover him.
I'm not gonna win like that.
Fine.
Oh.
And now Samoa Joe with the attack on Trey.
It seems Samoa Joe wants Trey to win the match, and he's going to do anything he can to make it happen.
Count it. Now.
I'm not sure why Samoa Joe did what he did, but as a result, Trey is your new WWE Champion.
I really have no explanation for this either. As far as we know, Samoa Joe has nothing but contempt for Trey. So why would he help him win the WWE Championship?
Hopefully we'll get some answers soon.
Damn it! I wanted to earn this. Now everyone's gonna look at me like I'm some kind of fluke champion. Again.
I know you're frustrated, but maybe it's not that bad. Besides, if you defend it enough, then people will respect you.
7 years. 7 years ago, you took what was mine, and I never got to take it back. You know, a lot of significant life events can happen in that amount of time. Birthdays, holidays, funerals, and I missed them all. Because for over 2,500 days, one thing has consumed me: revenge. I even augmented my body to ensure that when the time came, there would be nothing that stopped me from destroying you. So now, we're so close. I helped you win this championship for one reason only. So I can finally take back what you took from me.
But that doesn't even make sense. It's not the same title.
Don't say that. It's the same. It's exactly the same. 7 years, and the surgery, and the pain, and I am going to take it back.
Hey, you want to tell me what that was all about?
I had nothing to do with it. You think I wanted to win the title like that?
I don't think you give a damn as long as you're champion. I want my rematch.
I promise I'll make this right.
Okay, chump. Okay, Trey, how about we do that right now?
No, Trey, let's go.
From the outside, my life looked pretty good. I was WWE champion, and I was about to team with none other than Ronda Rousey in the Mixed Match Challenge. The truth is, I couldn't enjoy any of that. I had a maniac breathing down my neck who'd spent 7 years planning my demise. But at least my title defense against Adam Cole would take place in a steel cage, so that psychopath couldn't interfere. Or so I thought.
The following... Introducing the champ.
It's not often that a newly crowned champion defends their title for the first time in a steel cage, but that's exactly the situation Trey finds himself in tonight against Adam Cole.
Usually the purpose of a steel cage is to keep two opponents inside, but in this case, I think the intention is to keep Samoa Joe on the outside if he were to get involved.
Honestly, after everything we've seen from Samoa Joe since he returned, I'm not sure this steel cage is enough to keep him at bay.
Oh, wow, what a sequence there from Adam Cole.
So resourceful.
Bulldog! He's been quickly taking control here.
Yeah, he's digging deep and showing great energy.
Big reversal.
Launched with a belly-to-belly. The challenger's looking shaken.
He's a tough guy. He can handle the intensity of this steel cage.
Adam Cole reverses, sending Trey straight into the steel cage.
Trey looks like he's in severe pain.
And right on cue, just as Adam Cole seems to have this match won, here comes Samoa Joe to try to stop him. Joe slams the cage door on Adam Cole.
Joe is dead set on keeping the WWE Championship on Trey so he can take it from him after not getting his rematch 7 years ago.
Trey with a drop kick into the cage, sending Samoa Joe crashing to the floor.
Trey isn't going to sit back and let Joe help him.
Well, it's admirable, I guess, but I think he should take the help.
It appears Red is out here to help get rid of Samoa Joe so Trey can show he can do this by himself.
Don't feed into his ego, Red. If you were a real friend, you'd let him have any help he could get.
Trey is equally determined to prove he's not a fluke champion. He wants to win this match on his own. November 18th, 2017 marked another historic NXT event. The battlefield known as War Games returned in the form of combat. And this time, it was going to include 3 teams battling for survival.
Nice amateur takedown.
I got goosebumps before, Michael, when you talked about the return of the War Games. It was Adam Cole's Undisputed Era against Sanity, against the Authors of Pain, and Roderick Strong. I wasn't sure if the double steel cage would be large enough to contain so much animosity.
After lying dormant for almost 20 years, it was fitting that War Games was unleashed as a way for these superstars to settle such deep-rooted disputes. And remember who survived and thrived in the double cage? Adam Cole in the Undisputed Era. BAYBAY.
Oh, and a spear!
here it comes. Incredible drop. Looks like the champ is going. Here's the pin, title on the line. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. What a way to win a singles match.
Here is your winner, and still the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Matt Justice.
A well-earned victory indeed.
I'll tell you, Adam Cole's never going to be an industry ruler with losses like this.
Great job defending your title against Adam Cole.
Thanks. More importantly, I showed everyone I didn't need Samoa Joe's help to do it.
You have anything left in the tank for your mixed match challenge later?
Honestly, I'm running on fumes, so I'm kind of hoping Ronda carries our team tonight. By the way, do you even have a partner yet?
No. Brooklyn's making me wait until the last minute to find out who it is. Typical.
Well, whoever it is, we might have to face each other at some point, which is going to be weird.
I know. But FYI, I just put win mixed match challenge on the list, and I plan on being the one who crosses it off.
We'll see.
I hope you're feeling all right after that steel cage match.
Look, if you're worried about our match later, I'll be fine.
Just remember, the winning mixed match challenge team gets $500,000 to donate to whatever charity they want. I don't want to miss out on that because you've got your hands full with other things.
My hands aren't full at all. Look, completely empty. I even had time to think of an awesome team name. Team Rowdy Trey.
You clearly just thought of that, so I think that proves my point.
No, that took weeks of brainstorming. I swear, I even had a think tank put their heads together on it.
Whatever, just make sure you bring your A game later.
The mixed match challenge starts tonight, and everyone else knows who they're teaming with. So when are you going to tell me who my partner is?
Oh, did I forget to assign you a partner? Must have slipped my mind.
Yeah, I'm sure.
To make it up to you, I'll let you choose your teammate.
Great. I choose Seth Rollins.
You didn't let me finish. I'll let you choose from a group of superstars that I've selected.
Is Seth Rollins one of them?
No. Your choices are Kurt Hawkins, who's now lost over 1,000 consecutive matches. Your old trainer, Riley Flash, who I have no doubt is in tremendous ring shape, especially after just flying in from Calgary on 6 connections. It was the cheapest fare I could get last minute. And finally, Drew McIntyre. You might remember he recently helped Becky Lynch acquire your SmackDown Live Women's Championship, so I'm sure you two would work really well together. I know... See, when you're willing to put your gas station toilet seat of an attitude aside, we can work together after all.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And Rachel
Hide your wallets. It's Riley Flash.
from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 215 pounds, Riley.
Mella is money!
And from Staten Island, New York, Carmella.
As the mixed match challenge kicks off, most teams have had weeks to prepare. However, due to Brooklyn Von Braun dragging her feet, Red's team formed just moments ago. This has to be a major disadvantage.
I agree, not to mention, they didn't even have time to come up with a cool team name.
That should be the least of their concerns, Saxton. The real issue here is Riley Flash hasn't won a match in like 30 years, if ever. Red might as well be out there teaming with a sack of potatoes.
And scissors takedown.
Very nice. She's ready for something big.
Oh, an elbow drop.
Oh, it's a piercing elbow.
So many different styles on display here in this mixed tag team match.
One thing nobody could ever take away from Carmella is that she will forever be known as the first ever female to win a Money in the Bank ladder match.
She's definitely etched her name in the history books, but Michael, let's not forget that her victory didn't come without its fair share of controversy.
Oh, again! She's gaining momentum here, guys.
She's flipped the switch and the light is on.
A running swanton. A running senton.
Crushing impact.
What a flip.
Nasty impact. Oh, stomping away.
Impact. Carmella is being shown the ropes here tonight, folks. What can she do to get out of there?
Uh-oh. Impaler DDT.
Good night.
Here we go for the win.
1, 2. Nope. Well, that decision may very well come back to haunt her, Cole. A striking blow.
Risk again. All the way for the top. Look at this amazing athleticism.
Setting up.
She's got the shoulders down.
1, 2, 3.
There's the pin. It's over. It's all over. And she earns the big victory here tonight.
If the other women knew what's good for them, they'll steer clear of this one.
Wow. Just wow. I'm speechless. What an amazing match.
Hit. Here. Been a busy night for Trey, as earlier he defended his WWE Championship in a steel cage match on SmackDown Live.
You have to admire his commitment to teaming with Ronda Rousey, but there is no way he's 100% going into this match.
A smart champion would be resting up for their next title defense, not out here competing in the mixed match challenge. But he can't get enough of the spotlight, and as a result, he's putting himself and his partner at risk. Textbook vertical suplex. Bam.
Elbow drop. He's fighting hard, and it's paying off.
He's definitely got all pistons firing right now.
Boom. Drop kick. Tagged in. Oh, look at this here. Arm wrench.
Nice amateur takedown. Big clothesline.
Since day one of arriving in WWE, Ronda Rousey has always said she wants to earn what she gets. Rousey is driven to have the respect of those that she respects.
Yeah, and Ronda has all the money she ever needed and all the time she ever wanted to spend it. But she chose to pursue this career as a WWE superstar to show that she is more than just a fighter.
Oh, my God. Oh, and a scoop slam. Double axe handle. She's enduring some damage. Elbow drop. Oh, again. Elbow drop. Big time. Ronda Rousey connected with a good shot there.
Ooh, bullseye. And no luck against Bianca Belair there.
She bails in a hurry.
Speaking about Ronda earning her keep, Byron alluded to how Ronda isn't here for a quick cash grab. She's here to be the best. That said, some of our female superstars are a little embarrassed with the attention and opportunities Ronda's had.
Well, major opportunities came quickly for Ronda, true, but remember, she was challenged into them. She came into WWE with a humble attitude to rise up the ranks, but she just found herself at the top faster than expected.
Wow, what impact! And setting him up to the knee to the face.
That's gonna hurt.
He's lost some of his wind now. Ooh, what impact! Oh, face! Right in the face.
Big clothesline.
Elbow drop. Elbow drop with authority.
Yikes, that'll either wake you up or knock you out.
Oof. He's just dominating at this point.
He's a spinning ball of energy.
Velveteen Dream is down, and it appears Trey and Ronda Rousey are going to attempt some kind of top rope double team maneuver. Ronda launches Trey into a somersault senton splash.
Yeah, it looked like Ronda might have tweaked something, maybe her ankle?
And Trey gets the win for his team.
I think you're right, Saxton. Ronda Rousey is definitely in pain.
You okay?
No, I can't put weight on it.
I'm sorry. It's my fault.
This appears to be a very costly victory for Team Rowdy Trey.
This is on our WWE champion. He was banged up from the cage match, and that caused the timing to be off when Ronda launched him into that senton splash. So now they're both hurt. I hope it was worth it for Trey.
Well, you really blew it this time. Thanks to your screw-up last week, the doctor just said that Ronda has to pull out of the mixed match challenge.
Damn it.
But I've got some good news. I already found you a new partner.
Let me guess. You found someone who hasn't competed in WWE in 30 years.
Actually, I found someone who's never competed in WWE at all. Me! I'm stepping down as GM to become an active WWE superstar.
What?
I've been thinking about making the move to in-ring competitor for a while now, and this seemed like the perfect opportunity, especially with a chance to win money for charity. I just love giving back to the community whenever I can. Anyway, let me know if you want to talk strategy before our match tonight. Oh, and one more thing. I tied up some loose ends before I stepped down as GM. You're going to defend your WWE Championship against Samoa Joe on the special 1500th episode of SmackDown Live in a submission match. Later, partner.
I can't believe Brooklyn's a WWE superstar now.
I can't believe I have to be her partner.
It's good she no longer has any authority, but it feels like she's even more ingrained in our lives.
At least it's now legal for you to punch her in the face. Again, I have to be her partner.
She's not worse than Riley. He wasn't exactly in his prime when he trained us almost 15 years ago. Not to mention, Brooklyn has him flying back and forth to Calgary on these crazy cheap budget airlines. He had to ride in the pet compartment on his last connection, and I think he came down with kennel cough.
At least you got to choose him. I didn't have any say in this.
It wasn't like I had a ton of good options. Look, all that aside, I just have a feeling this isn't going to end well for anyone.
Well, at least I can still make the best of a bad situation and win some money for charity.
Even if I have to get a dog vaccine, I still plan on winning the mixed match challenge.
Same here. Minus the vaccine part. Brooklyn is disease-free as far as I can tell.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
It's the woman who's made a living beating people up, Brooklyn Von Braun. The critic of the critics.
From Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sammy!
This is a historic night as our former GM, Brooklyn Von Braun, makes her highly anticipated in-ring debut in WWE, replacing the injured Ronda Rousey.
I still can't believe Brooklyn and Trey are partners. I mean, talk about an unlikely pairing. They've been at each other's throats for like 20 years.
Well, we'll have to see if their adversarial past affects the American Hero's ability to work together in the Mixed Match Challenge.
I guess Brooklyn came up with that team name. Real creative.
Hey,
At least it's not as bad as their opponents who are calling themselves the Moons over my Sammy.
Kinda like that.
I bet you do.
Elbow drop. Sami Zayn starting to struggle.
Oh, again! He's executing on his plan perfectly.
He's got a boatload of energy. Let's see if it lasts.
Escapes in a nick of time. Oh, Corey, he unloaded there.
Look at this.
Boom! Did you hear the impact? Stomping down. The shoulders are down. Plenty of fight left. Not yet. Jumping clothesline. What agility. Wait a second. It appears Brooklyn wants Trey to attempt the same double team maneuver that injured Ronda Rousey.
Is she trying to prove she can do it better?
I don't know, but it looks like Trey's not quite sure about this after what happened to Ronda.
Perfect execution by the American heroes.
An impressive win for the new team of Trey and Brooklyn Von Braun.
I'm still not sure what to think about these two teaming. It's very strange.
It looks like Trey's still trying to get used to it as well.
I told you guys 100 times, Brooklyn's a professional. She likes winning much more than she dislikes Trey.
And here comes Trey's best friend, Red, for their mixed match challenge match.
Hey, good luck.
Well, that was awkward.
You don't want to read too much into anything, but it certainly looked like Red just ignored Trey altogether.
Well, it's obvious Red is upset about Trey teaming with Brooklyn, but she'd better get over it fast or it's going to end up costing her team this match.
As this mixed match challenge match begins, we have to consider the possibility that Red's team could end up facing Trey and Brooklyn Von Braun at some point.
Well, given what we know about Brooklyn's ability to get under Red's skin, that could definitely be a volatile situation.
You would think that since this whole thing's for charity, that everyone would be able to manage their emotions, but if Brooklyn triggers hothead Red, all bets are off.
A running swanton! Oh, look at that scoop slam. From the middle rope. Anticipated that attack perfectly. Oh, again! She is just dominant right now.
She's capable of bursts of great activity. The key is sustaining the effort.
Crushing impact. A running swanton. Boom. A leg drop. That was pretty. Running senton. Crushing impact. Ruby Riott finds herself in a tough spot. Producing a trampling. A running swanton.
Ruby Riott just too quick.
Ruby Riott turns it around. Close quarters pop. What a knee.
Oh, it didn't go as planned there.
Textbook
vertical suplex. Bam.
The referee really has to be on his game here in this mixed tag team match.
Scoop slam. A running swanton.
Oh, there's the impact.
Oh boy, Ruby Riott is in a tough spot here. This could do it.
1, 2, 3.
There's the pinfall and the victory.
Here are your winners.
Going to add that match to the highlight.
After a couple more wins for both our teams, Trey and I would be in a position we'd never been in before, standing across the ring from each other as opponents in the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge.
Good luck tonight. Seriously.
Yeah, you too.
Do you mean that? Because it seems like you can't bring yourself to say the actual words.
I can totally say it, but now that you told me to, it won't mean as much.
Come on, just say it. Good luck.
Hey, look. It's your partner.
How convenient.
You're talking to the opposition before our match? You do realize I could give them a competitive advantage.
My team doesn't need an advantage to beat someone who's had less than 5 matches.
I'm pretty sure I had less than 5 matches when I was tapping you out in high school, and tonight will be exactly the same. Except this time, a whole lot more people will see me embarrass you. Come on, we need to discuss what we're going to do with our prize money after we win. I was thinking we donate it to victims of identity heft. It's when people identify as skinny, but they're actually really fat. I think Red might have it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
It's the self-proclaimed trainer of the stars, Riley. Get ready for strikes, submissions, and a vicious mean streak. It's Brooklyn Von Braun.
And from Kansas City,
This is it, the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge. One of these teams will take home $500,000 to donate to a charity of their choice.
Don't bury the lead, Cole. The charity part's nice, but the real story here is that best friends Red and Trey are facing each other for the first time ever. Things could get very interesting.
Normally, I think you guys are just trying to stir up drama, but Red and Trey have definitely seemed a bit off lately, and this match certainly won't help matters.
This is a... Look out! What an incredible move.
She's forced onto the defensive now.
Just caught flush.
She's taking charge here.
Yeah, I love the effort here, but she'd better hope she can sustain it.
Oh, foot just stomping down.
Oh, that was just malicious. Insulting.
Great reflexes. DDT.
A running swanton. Look at this. Snap suplex. And shoulders are down. She's got some foot left in her.
It's going to take more than that.
Known as a high. Look at this. Oh, again. Oh. Shot block. Going for the cover. Former trainer Riley Flash are your mixed match challenge winners.
I think Red might be up for sainthood because she just performed a miracle in winning this with Riley Flash. That's the only way to explain this.
I just hope that now that this is over, there won't be any hard feelings between Red and Trey. They've been through too much together to let something like this get between them.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? What's up with you riding with her? Relax. I offered him a ride since we're both going to the gym.
Look, I know we usually ride together, but I wanted to get some extra training in since Samoa Joe basically wants to strangle me to death with his crazy cyborg arm at SmackDown 1500.
I'd be happy to help you work on your submissions. It's really the only way you're going to survive the coquina clutch. I mean, that little reversal trick you taught him might have worked in their first match, but let's face it, he needs some real training. After all, my MMA record was 24-2. The 2 losses were DQs for eye gouging, so really, I was undefeated.
You training me is a great idea. It could help me survive Samoa Joe. Who knows, maybe even beat him.
Good. We'll get started right away. And by the way, I didn't get a chance to congratulate you on winning the Mixed Match Challenge. It actually inspired me.
To what, quit?
No. Your donation of the $500,000 to that animal shelter in our hometown got me thinking. What can Brooklyn do to help? So I decided to donate $1 million of my own personal money to the shelter.
Wow, that's amazing.
They're naming an entire wing after me. Did you get a wing?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, I guess $500K isn't really wing money. But hey, I have the director's info. I'll see if they can at least name something after you. Maybe a maintenance closet or a bathroom stall. I'll let you know when we can get started on that training, partner.
So what, are you friends with her now?
No, it's not like that.
Well, it seems like that. I mean, first you're riding with her, and now you're training with her? Did you forget this is the same person who tormented us for 20 years?
I got a ride with her one time, and besides, she's changed, okay? I mean, she just donated $1 million of her own money to an animal shelter. Bad people don't do that.
How naive are you? She's obviously lying about the donation to try and get under my skin. There's no way she would ever actually do something good like that. She's always been fake, and this is no different.
Can't assume any of that.
I'm not assuming she's a terrible person. I know that. And I thought you did too.
Come on. That mural's kind of freaking me out. It feels like you're watching me from every angle.
I am. But focus here. So when Samoa Joe gets you in the coquina clutch this time...
How do you know he'll get me in it?
It's a submission match, which means he'll be going for it early and often, so you have to be prepared. And what I was going to say before you interrupted me...
Sorry, won't happen again.
What I was going to say is your little trick you used against him 10 years ago when you rolled backwards to get the win isn't going to work this time. He'll be ready. And even if you pulled it off, it won't do any good because this is a submission match.
Rivalry submission match.
Right. So I'm Samoa Joe, and I'm going to put you in the coquina clutch. Try to escape.
Oh, I tap.
That was pathetic.
I know. How am I ever gonna beat Samoa Joe? I mean, once she cinches in that arm around my neck, it's all over. Goodbye, WWE Championship. Goodbye, Trachea. Goodbye, Earth. Hello, big ring in the sky. Hopefully.
Okay, stop. You're spiraling. It's not about his arm. It's about his legs.
Huh?
I studied hours of footage of Samoa Joe locking in the coquina clutch. You're welcome. And I discovered a hidden flaw that's going to allow you to counter it and beat him. Give me your phone. Voice password?
Trey and Peyton Royce forever?
Voice recognition volume too low. Please try again.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever. It's a joke. Please don't tell her.
Anyway, like I said, I watched a lot of tape on Samoa Joe, and I discovered this. Watch his ankles. See how he crosses them? He does it every time. That's your opening to beat him.
I don't get it.
Of course you don't. Let me show you. Put me in the coquina clutch and make sure you cross your ankles like Joe does.
What the heck was that?
The secret to not getting the life choked out of you and walking away with your WWE Championship.
Wow, this is weird to say with all our history, but I don't know what I'd be doing right now without your help.
I guess I've been in a charitable mood lately.
Well, seriously, thanks for teaching me this. So, I guess we're good to go now?
Are you kidding? You haven't actually learned how to do the counter yet. On your back. We're going to start with a hip motion. I'll film on your phone so you can watch it back later. It locked again.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever!
Welcome to the special 1500th episode of SmackDown Live.
SmackDown Live has been the home of some amazing matches over the years, and tonight we continue that tradition with the long-awaited, much-anticipated battle between Trey and Samoa Joe.
This submission match for the WWE Championship is 7 years in the making, going back to Trey's debut when he shocked the WWE Universe and Samoa Joe. But tonight on SmackDown 1500, will Joe finally get his revenge?
Hey, what are you doing?
Studying my training footage. I think I actually have a chance tonight thanks to Brooklyn.
Yeah, about her.
I don't want to get into it again. I need to focus on my match.
I actually wanted to apologize. I might have been acting a little crazy lately.
A little?
Okay, slightly more than a little. I called the animal shelter that Brooklyn said she donated the money to, and turns out she wasn't lying.
See? I told you she's changed.
I think I just got caught up with us competing against each other in the mixed match challenge. And then I felt like I was losing my best friend to pretty much the worst person I could imagine. But maybe she's not the worst person after all. There's probably some terrible dictators or criminals on death row who are slightly worse.
That's very big of you to say that. So you should be cool with the fact that Brooklyn is going to be in my corner tonight then, right? I need her out there to coach me through the technique she taught me.
Totally cool with that. Not bothered at all. Besides, I have a big announcement to focus on.
About what?
Well, I decided to get back to concentrating on the list, and there's one thing on there I always wanted to accomplish, but it never seemed possible. Especially when Brooklyn was GM, no offense to your new BFF. But since this is a very special episode of SmackDown Live, it's the perfect time to make it happen. Good luck tonight. Seriously.
Hey, you finally said it.
And I meant it. Tonight, we celebrate 1,500 episodes of SmackDown Live. On nights like this, we look back at the amazing superstars who helped us get here. For me, personally, when I was an awkward teenager, the thought that I could someday do this seemed like a total long shot. But I was inspired by women like Beth Phoenix, the Bellas, Natalia, and Mickie James. Around that time, I created this list of goals I'd someday want to accomplish if I ever made it to WWE. Well, I think I've more than made it. But there's one thing on this list that all those women I mentioned accomplished. But I never have, because it's kind of impossible now. But if I've learned anything on my journey, it's that nothing is truly unattainable. The goal I'm referring to is winning the title that I grew up watching. The WWE Divas Championship. Like I said, kind of hard to do considering it hasn't existed in almost 15 years. But I'm proposing that WWE bring the Divas Championship back so I can honor the women who blazed a path for me and prove that no dream is ever hopeless or unimaginable.
Wait, what? And you want me to tell her right now?
I'm sorry, but I was just told to inform you that the Divas Championship is already spoken for.
Already spoken for? It hasn't existed in over a decade. How is that even possible?
They said you would hear more in the very near future. That's all I know.
What just happened?
I have no idea, but apparently someone in the back has other plans for the Divas Championship.
The following contest introduce.
This match between Trey and Samoa Joe is finally happening.